Forests are absolutely a necessary factor for the survival of humans. They are home to precious natural resources like fresh water and contain more than half of the world's species. There are many beautiful forests, and collectively they cover around one-third of the Earth's total acreage. Each forest provides its unique combination of trees and understory plants. It also has fungi, mosses, and a diverse area of animals, insects, and people. They help to prevent erosion and provides a priceless production of oxygen. This follow is a list of the large forests on the earth and check what makes them each of them unique.
Subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button. Click the bell button and enjoy the latest uploads from our channel.
Number 10. Sinharaja Forest Reserve. It's one of the largest remaining least distributed rainforests of Sri Lanka, and UNESCO designated it as a World Biosphere in 1978, while in 1998 UNESCO also designated this national park as a World Heritage Site to recognize the living heritage and a valuable rich ecosystem of this forest reserve. Many endemic wildlife species containing more than 50% of endemic butterflies and mammals and have different types of reptiles, insects, and rare amphibians of Sri Lanka. This forest region is home to 60% of the forest trees, and which are endemic to the area, and many of them are considered extremely rare. The name of the rich forest reserve refers to Lion Kingdom, as the locals enormously appreciated the forest ecosystem for its biodiversity and importance to the island's natural balance. It was recognized as a living heritage though smaller than other national parks bordering Yale and Matara and Ratnapur three districts. The largest carnivore of this forest reserve is the leopard. The perfect time to visit this forest is between January to May and then from August to December. More than 154 various bird species inhabit the Sinharaja forest, and additionally it made up the ridges and valleys in the east-west direction and rivers border them. Now, although there is a legal protection, Forest Reserve has still illegal poachers as well as unlawful gem miners. This area achieves around 10 months of rain in a year and with average temperature around about 20 to 25 centigrade. February is the only dry month that we experience in the park. The canopy trees of the forest reserve can reach up to a height of more than 45 meters, and moreover, Sinharaja Forest Reserve supports over 90% of 26 endemic bird species of Sri Lanka. Number 9. Mindo Nambillo Cloud Forest. It's a sprawling, beautiful forest in Mindo located in the Andes Mountains. It graces Ecuador as a salient ecological site and a beautiful tourist attraction, and as the name indicates, it's a cloud timberland. The Mindo Cloud Forest in the northwest corner of Ecuador surrounded the tiny town of Mindo. It's also better known for the chocolate production in Ecuador, Mindo chocolate. This much cooler forest is moister than a tropical rainforest. It also covers an area of around 74 square miles. We can also find the forest as an incomparable Amazonian forest area, and topographical variation in the river forms and highly elevated peaks provides worldwide diversity in flora and fauna very much like each other. The Mindo Forest area was home to over 1,600 various types of winged animals, frogs, and different creatures. It also consists of people of Yamunegua also settled here before the Incas nowadays. This ecological treasure is a private reserve that always attempts to save the many species that live in the cloud forest. We can see more than 450 various types of birds that can find sanctuary and a wide range of different kinds of orchids in this cloud forest. The highlight in Mindo Forest differs from Ecuador's other popular destinations. The stunning natural attractions like chocolate tours, hiking, nature reserves, and bird watching in early morning at tours makes it such a great place to spend more time exploring the country's beauty. Number 8. Kinabalu National Park. Kinabalu was Malaysia's first national park located in the northern end of Borneo. It surrounds the highest mountain called Mountain Kinabalu, which is the youngest known volcanic mountain in the world. Kinabalu National Park has 4 climate zones that makes an atmosphere for rich and diverse plant life. The forest vegetation regions include the montane forest, cloud forest, lowland, dipterocrab forest, and the subalpine zones. UNESCO designated as Kinabalu National Park as the World Heritage Site in 2000. Additionally, it is a home of 11 land snail species, 326 bird species, unique flora and fauna, and at least 100 species of mammal. The mammal species such as Vernian gibbons, Tracia, and orangutans, and in Kinabalu National Park are rare for visitors to see. People can most commonly see creatures like mouse deer, squirrels, and tree shrews. Moreover, this park provides over 5,000 vascular species of plant, include rhododendron, orchid fern, and rafflesia. The Kinabalu mountain blackbird and the Kinabalu friendly warbler are the two birds that we cannot find elsewhere in the world. Visitors are mostly come to Kinabalu National Park to climb Mount Kinabalu. We can spot the rare Orangton proboscis monkeys, pygmy elephant, and saltwater crocodiles during the river cruise. Moreover, the official designated this national park as Southeast Asia's central of plant diversity. Number 7. Daintree Forest. We know that it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site located in Australia's North Queensland. It is the world's oldest rainforest, and Daintree Forest entrust a level of respect that locals of Australia are satisfied to give in the form of non-invasive tourism. While the Amazonian rainforest may have many diverse plant life, the Daintree forests have several rare flora compared with all the other largest forests on the list. Another fantastic feature of visiting this rainforest is that it shows a unique characteristic of bordering another UNESCO site, namely the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park. It is over 3,000 species in the Daintree rainforest, and over 395 are considered rare or threatened species. Climate change, weed growth, feral animals' introduction into this rainforest and residential areas development led to several new ecosystem problems. Moreover, we can find new lists of butterfly, cassowary, Bennett's tree, kangaroo, and the white-lipped tree frog in the Daintree rainforest. The Mosman River, Bloomfield River, and the Daintree River are the three main rivers in the Daintree forest. There are more than 12,000 different insect species as well. It's also a home to plants that can grow in Daintree forest but cannot grow elsewhere in the world. It has the inhabitants such as various and venomous snakes, insect lizards, colorful birds, frogs, mammals, and many scaly reptiles. People also refer to this ancient plant existing in the Daintree forest as green dinosaurs. Around 400,000 people visit the Daintree forest in a year, and the wet season of this rainforest starts in December and ends in March or April. The idiot fruit is among the most popular plants in the world forest right now. Number 6. Rainforest of Xishuangbanna. It's one of the most safeguarded tropical rainforests globally situated in the southwest part of Yunnan province in southern China. This forest is divided into more subtypes and consists no under 8 kinds of vegetation. From those 8 kinds, 58 are considered as extremely rare. It also has more than 3,500 types of scientifically recorded flora as well as fauna. So Xishuangbanna Rainforest also acts as a living museum for splendid flora and fauna. This rainforest also allows the Chinese Ecosystem Research Network platform to search the different life forms that create various ecosystems. The tropical vegetation are abundant in this rainforest, so it is freshest according to the scientific point of view. It also contains many endangered animal species such as Indo-Chinese tigers, Asian elephants, and gibbons. And because of the mountains were surrounding the nature reserve, it has a very humid climate. And additionally, it saves from cold north winds, and we could expose to maritime moisture. The annual precipitation differs from 40 to 80 inches per year, and there are plenty of hills and lush, verdant basins between these terrains. We also can find many river crossings called the Lake and River system. The sheer biodiversity and the varieties volume of this forest make them a field day for researchers. Number 5. Sundarbans. It is the largest continuous mangrove forest left in the world, and the forest 40% percentage lies in India, while we can find the other 60% in Bangladesh. UNESCO designated this forest as a World Heritage Site and classified it as the allopathic rainforest. The classification refers to the highly tolerant of excessive salt content and high levels of water. The interconnected network of waterways in this forest makes ferries and boats can access almost every forest corner. This access provides visitors with a better chance of sightseeing, and you can get thrilled when seeing the exotic magic of the jungle. The beauty of this national park completes with the Royal Bengal tiger. The fairy hub and the forest's majestic king is the dense evergreen delta, and is renowned for being the largest deltic forest globally, also known as the Green Delta. The combination of two famous rivers such as Brahmaputra and Ganga form in this forest, and the India and West Bengal serves as one of the limited spots for safaris and excursions. The region has numerous threatened or endangered species. Sundarbans contains around 50 mammal species, nearly 60 species of reptile, more than 300 bird species, and more than 300 species of plant. The Ganges, Brahmaputra, Padma, and Meghna are the main rivers falling in the Bay of Bengal through the Sundarbans. We can also find snakes, crocodiles that cannot see dense jungle easily, so staying close to the coast is a better option. UNESCO considers the entire region of the forest as a biosphere reserve. As a part of the Sundarbans, Bangladesh set up 3 wildlife sanctuaries in 1997, thus it has all the rights to be here in the list of the world top 10 largest forests. Number 4 we have Tongass. Alaska's Tongass is the largest national forest in America. About a third of the region of this forest manages as complete wilderness, and its glaciers are the biggest tourist attractions in the area. These Tongass forests are the product of uttermost climate factors. It is a buffer against climate change, absorbing almost 8% of the nation's annual global warming pollution and saving around 10 to 12% of every carbon in the national forest. Sadly, logging and deforestation negatively impact the size and the health of this forest. It becomes one of the few spots where Alaska's 100,000 glaciers disclose as enormous ice sheets themselves. There's a lonely wildlife spotting. It's also at the most extensive and densest concentration of birds commonplace in this area. And we can see creeks fishing where the fish like salmon run. Bald eagles always present in Alaska, and the Tongass Forest contains inhabitants such as otters, beavers, humpback, and orca whales. Alexander Alexander archipelago wolves on the planet. It is a home to 5 salmon species such as king, chum, rep, silver, and pink. Tongass is the best place to visit. People often refer to it as the inside passage or the gateway to Alaska. You know one thing, the commercial fishing, recreation, and tourism are Southeast Alaska's quickly thriving job sectors. There's a lot of recreational activities, including camping, hiking, boating, and fishing. It's also one of the largest forests too. Number 3. Valdivian Temperate Rainforest. We can find this temperate rainforest in the South America's southern part between the Andes Mountains and the Pacific coast. The Valdivian temperate rainforests receive a high amount of rainfall. Half of the species of the woody plants found in this rainforest are endemic to the area and referred to as ecoregion. Most of the old-growth species of the tree in the Valdivian temperate rainforest threatened because of the excessive logging. People used to replace electus and pines after being cut, which are highly useful to companies like logging because they grow swiftly. Westerlies in the Valdivian temperate rainforest help to create a higher volume of rainfall. There are several fascinating creatures such as the smallest cat globally, named the quadcock, and the smallest deer globally, the southern poodle. The temperate rainforest vegetation includes endemic monkey puddle tree and the evergreen trees and the understory vegetation like bamboos and massive ferns. It is among the most beautiful and largest forests globally because it is considered a biogeographic island. This massive forest contains many national parks, lakes, beaches, rivers, islands, and hiking trails. It also has unusual trees, including the Antarctic beech, Alars. There are about four forest ecosystems within these forests, including the laurel leaf forest, Patagonian Andes forest, deciduous forest, and the northern Patagonian forest. The plantation, development, logging, and the replacement of native tree species with more profitable and the quickly growing species are the major threats to the Valdivian temperate rainforests. Number 2. Congo Rainforest. The Congo Rainforest is the world's second largest area of rainforest situated in Central Africa. Also, much of this rainforest sits in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The Congo Rainforest is better known for its massive biodiversity of levels, including over 600 species of trees and 10,000 different species of animals. Some of its most famous inhabitants include gorillas, chimpanzees, okapi, forested elephants, leopards, hippos, and lions. Some of these species also play an essential role in shaping the character of the forest home to them. The average rainfall of this very rainy forest is a little more than 58 inches in a year. You must never see many part of it because of the Congo rainforest has vegetation that is so dense it's reaching a progressively fragile ecosystem. And because of a rise in land clearance for agriculture, commercial logging, etc., the countries such as Angola, Burundi, Cameroon, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Tanzania, Republic of the Congo, Central African Republic, Rwanda, South Sudan, and Zambia are located within this vast basin. Everyone considered as second lung on the planet, and along with the Amazon, the Congo forest stores almost 8% of the forest-based carbon in the world, and the basin contains numerous ecosystems, including some savanna forests, extensive lowland forests, and a coastal forest and a swamp forest. The thick tree canopy of this forest towers at about 100 feet and is generally heavy with flora. A warm climate occurred in this rainforest, and a few rainforest parts are very dense, so only 1% of the sunlight reaches the earth. At last, number one, we have Amazon rainforest. Amazon rainforest is the world's largest forest. This region has more than 1 million species accounted for in this dense rainforest vast basin. Additionally, it is home to the second longest and the largest river in the world. Idiotic potential, dangerous, and the hot Amazon forest is stunning. It's also a treasure trove of plants and wildlife, like jaguar, manatee, rosewood, and Brazil nut. The moist, broadleaf Amazon rainforest is better known for high rainfall, high humidity, and monotonously high temperatures that prevail here. The Amazon rainforest has around 3,000 fruits, and people in the Western world use only 200 of them. However, indigenous tribes consumed over 2,000. It's the largest of the rainforests, give the earth more than 20% of its oxygen. The Amazon rainforest, although, is a beautiful forest region that consists of millions of miles of trees, unique animals, and rare species of plants and bugs. Taking up most of the Amazon basin, it goes across 9 South American countries such as Bolivia, Brazil, Peru, Ecuador, Venezuela, Colombia, and smaller parts of the other South American countries. Additionally, there is a wide range of different animals, including mammals, birds, fish, and insects. Major threat to these rainforests are human encroachment, exploitation, deforestation, and other forms of destruction. More than 80% of the food we eat come from the Amazon rainforest, and additionally, people consider the Amazon River as the life force of the Amazon rainforest. The largest creature in the Amazon is the toucan. It is home to extremely dangerous and venomous snakes like anaconda, spiders, poisonous dart, frogs, jaguars, electric eels, and flesh-eating piranhas, vampire bats. It is commonly known as the Amazon jungle and Amazonian, but the environmentalists are mainly concerned about the global warming and the loss of biodiversity. Reforestation occurred in the beginning of the 20th century, though, especially in Brazil, which threatened one of the world's famous forests. That's all this for today. Till next time.